Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another challenge run here on the channel. Today, as you can tell by the thumbnail as well as the title, we are going to be doing the Ultra Hard Challenge, which was much requested on Tuesday's live stream, and going kind of with a Friday challenge run theme, I guess. I don't know. I'm not trying to make this like an official thing. It just happened to line up where we're doing another challenge run on a Friday, and I figured why not? This is one that was very hotly requested, so let's go ahead and do it, just to show people who might be struggling with the Ultra Hard Challenge that it is tough. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not impossible. So here's your meme of the day, brought to you crossover meme of the day, brought to you by Orange Sunset 90, who said, title of the thread, Sinvicta when he sees this advertisement. And then in the thread they said, meme of the day, had to poke some fun at Sin with the Uma Musume series. Love what you do, Sinvicta. Thank you for the entertainment. Live horse racing today. Yeah. I'm licking my chops there. I'm ready to go. Dude, I absolutely love horse racing. Absolutely love it. I have to, honestly, I have to lend my sort of obsession with horse racing thanks to a game called Zed Run that I played a long time ago. And yeah, Uma Musume definitely rekindled that. So here we go. Here is the Ultra Hard Challenge. We are playing on the YouTube save file, but it doesn't matter because it's a challenge run anyway. So seed day is going to be 89 Zulu Charlie Lima 37 Bravo. So what is so hard about the Ultra Hard Challenge? Well, everything is Curse the Blind. You have to go to Mega Satan and there's no item rooms. Yay. So you basically just have to rely upon personal skill, and this is something that newer players obviously are going to struggle with, not being able to see any of the items. It's XL on every single floor. It's all awful. Well, apparently you do have item rooms. I thought you didn't. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of the Bass Ackward Challenge. Well, either way, Ultra Hard is it's not a fun challenge. I will admit, none of the challenges are all that fun except the Pika, whichever one. Pika. Oh, good. Well, you know, this is a true blind run because obviously we've got Dr. Fetus, which could be good, but most likely is going to be bad. However, Dr. Fetus is going to be at least okay for early game damage. We can bomb our way through doors if we have to. We don't have to ever worry about not having bombs, and we should always be able to find secret rooms no matter what. There's basically no excuse there, as you just saw right there. I didn't know that was actually there or not, but I mean, we've got unlimited bombs, so might as well. Obviously, we're going to be looking for something like Pyromaniac Brother, if that's in the cards here. I'm not sure if that's what the game has determined that we need, but you know, we'll take it. Book Revelations. Okay, so we have an HP. We have an HP. We do have an HP generator. I'm just going to go ahead and use it now because I don't want to lose the devil deal. We got an HP generator. We're going to get an orbital out of it. And, you know, like, Dr. Fetus has its moments, right? It used to be one of my favorite items of all time. And then they made it to where Dr. Fetus hits Isaac, which is not great. It does far less damage than the OG used to. And it's just overall not good. There are some synergies, however, that do work quite well with it, and maybe we'll get to that point. Obviously, the world card is going to not matter at all. I don't think you can get Black Candle as an item in Ultra Hard. I could be wrong though. Crawl space there. I'm just looking for extra money because obviously we're going to need a lot of money to be able to buy a whole bunch of stuff. There you go. Game Kid, which is game bad. Definitely going to keep up with the Book of Revelations. See, look, I have been free of DMs all day. I have been recording this video for 4 minutes, and I already have now 2 people DMing me about random stuff on Discord. And like the thing is, like, I don't even share my activity, what I'm doing. Like, you can't see what game I'm playing. You can't see what programs I have running up, because I absolutely hate that about Discord, that you can even do such a thing. Like, you don't need to share everything about what you're doing, you know. Anyway, for some odd reason, Famine didn't drop us a soul heart. I'm not sure why. Kind of BS their game. Maybe it's because it's a challenge run. Oh, you know what? That's what the Ultra Hard is. Ultra Hard is, it doesn't drop any hearts. Isn't that one of the things? Maybe I should have probably looked at what the Ultra Hard Challenge was before I started this video, but we're doing it live. All right, great devil deal here. Thanks, appreciate it, Stanley. No, I'm not taking a blind devil deal. No. We're going to the last piece question of the episode here, sent in by Oh Dear Jasper, who said, question of the episode, talking about challenge runs, which do you consider the most fun to replay, and which ones would you absolutely never touch again? Well, you're looking at, as far as the ladder goes, you're looking at it. Ultra Hard is not fun. It's definitely a challenge for sure, and it can be a satisfying one if you overcome it, but I don't recommend ever doing it again, unless you just really just want to sort of hit yourself in the head over and over again against a brick wall. The Pika run, I believe is what it's called, the one where you have to smelt a bunch of trinkets and that's your only source of anything in the run, is awesome. I'm one of the weirdos that I do actually like the Solar System Challenge. But that stems from me having fond memories of it way back when orbitals were actually, you know, good. And I think that for everything is also a champion. That's what the stipulations are here. And I think that's really it's just a good way to train orbitals. It's a good way to kind of teach people about secondary sources of damage, becoming primary sources of damage. Being able to do that for new players is good. It's an actual useful challenge, which cannot be said for the majority of the challenges, but yeah. I'm gonna actually forgive the alt tab again. Isaac Ultra Hard Challenge. We're 5 minutes in the video, and you guys, including myself, don't know what the challenge is. All enemies with champion forms, including bosses, will be champions. Champions will not drop collectibles. Ultra Hard is the only place where the rainbow champions are not limited by time constraints. It can appear in early game. Enemies spawned by other enemies are not affected by this. Blah, 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 blah. The player suffers all the curses. Hearts of any kind. Red, soul heart, black heart, eternal, bone, golden, blended, and rotten hearts do not appear in the run. Every boss fight that will be a double trouble. Only the negative drops after killing Mom. If the player manages to defeat Hush, the entrances of the Cathedral and Shoal and Void will open up. And then defeating Delirium by traveling to Void and defeating Hush after beating Hush spawns the trophy. Collecting it will still complete the challenge normal. Yeah, so we can do Delirium if I really wanted to, but credit to the Isaac Wiki for that. I think I'd rather take my chances with Mega Stand over Delirium. So we got really fortunate that we got the Book of Revelations here, and we need to be able to just solidly defend that. And to be quite honest, I don't think it's wise for us to even go for get blocked by Cuban Meat. I don't think it's wise for us to go to Devil Deals. I think we should just go Angel Deals, just be done with it. So you're seeing the danger possibility here of Dr. Fetus. We need to get some good upgrades, some good bomb upgrades. We need to get some damage upgrades, because Dr. Fetus is all about dealing that front-loaded damage as soon as you can and as hard as you can. We can't have these little piddly bombs that are just, you know, kind of moving around the enemies and not actually, you know, killing them. And yes, we are going to have to unfortunately deal with Meat Boy or Bandage Girl, but it is worth it. A 10-cent shop item can't be anything useful, so. And I don't know if Black Candle can actually spawn on this challenge, and even if it does, I don't know if the challenge will allow it to clear anything. Magic must be an absolutely massive upgrade. I mean, it's always a massive upgrade, but yeah, we'll go ahead and I'll convert money into HP for show. Wow, that was a triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. Yeah, I mean, hey, good enough. Okay. And we get car battery. Okay, wow, that was one of the best charge beggars I've ever seen in this game. That was phenomenal. Now that was a big time play, son. Liberty Cap, We just go in a circle? We did, didn't we? Yep. All right. Curse of the Lost, next Elf Floors, everybody. Name the most diabolical duo to counter Sinvicta that's ever countered Sinvicta. Yeah, we have our second item room here. What? What? How's this dip just not dying? Thank you. Get the Intruder, which is going to give us a slowing shot. Careful. Slowing shot, and also, if we get hit, it will detach itself from Isaac's head and then start DPSing on its own, which is kind of nice. Even though it is one of those things that I don't like, which is, you know, things that move on their own, do stuff on their own. But at least this way, we're going to have the ability to shoot regular shots in case of Dr. Fetus not helping us out. And again, the slowing shot, the spider bite shot that the Intruder does fire off is quite useful, especially for slowing down the enemies to prep them for Dr. Fetus too. That's bueno. A tiny champion. As you can see here, we are obviously going to be really gunning for any kind of damage upgrade. Movement speed is also extremely important. Tears rate, honestly, is not that big of a deal. If you have Dr. Fetus, it is not your priority. It does help, of course, being able to fire off multiple shots, but you got to remember the ricochets, you got to remember the pushbacks and all that stuff. And at the end of the day, having a high tears rate with Dr. Fetus does nothing, in my opinion. It can sometimes help out with your DPS, but for the most part, you're not going to be slamming the fire button every single time you've got a shot available, because all it's going to do is just make it more dangerous for you, unless if you have some kind of explosion immunity, preferably with Pyromaniac. Pyromaniac, brother. Not Pyro, but Pyromaniac. Pestilence, we knew it was going to be a horseman because obviously. But if you don't know, it's because we have the Book of Revelations and we used it. Just because you have the Book of Revelations does not mean you're guaranteed a horseman, but if you use it, you are guaranteed a horseman on the odd number floors. But at least we know what we get here. The level 2 Meat Boy, and it's going to be, by God, Blighted Ovum and Pin. By God. Black Pin, too. Whoa there. Need you to calm down, Pin. Okay, come on now. He wasn't even trying to do that. That's just clown physics taking over. Oh boy, Mom's coin purse. That's just super, super interesting. Oh, we got Glyph of Balance, which is good. Yeah, I'm okay with Angel Dew items on a run like this. This is going to be a run where we just have to out-tank it. It's not going to be a run that we're going to be able to out-damage here. At least not right now with this build. I'm fully anticipating us just never getting a damage upgrade. Let's put it that way. And again, when people hear that and they think, oh, it's Invictus being negative. It's not me being a negative Nancy. It's just preparing myself, getting myself mentally ready for the run that is to come. You know what? No, no, we shouldn't. Well, we haven't used the Book of Revelations yet. We could just go and not be struggling to find all the item rooms, especially on an XL floor for depths. You gotta remember everything is blind as well. Wow, okay, game. Bighorn was concussed by one of the bombs. Is the Intruder going to town? Go by fire with fire there. Movement speed. You know what? I'll take it. Let's just go. Let's go. Blue Mom is going to be a blue you-know-what of a fight here. Relying on the intruder here to help us out. I'm not going to go into boss rush for obvious reasons. But if you don't know why, it's because it's Curse the Blind. We've got everything that we need here to win. It's just a matter of me. If we could sneak a little bit more damage, that'd be nice. But again, I've already mentally prepared for the idea that we're just not going to get a damage upgrade at all. And I don't know. There's going to be an asterisk on that. Someone will inevitably point out you can't complain about damage because you skipped the 2 item rooms willingly on depths. Yeah, I know. I'm willing to accept my fate. I have confidence in my ability to do this without going all over the place for the next 10 minutes. Looking for item rooms that may not even help. Our shops are going to be blind as well, and there's no guarantee there's not a greed fight in there, so. There you go. And we do kind of get a damage upgrade with the negative, so that's fine. I'm glad that everybody on YouTube enjoyed the random RuneScape footage from what, yesterday's episode or whatever. Well, technically speaking, I guess this was Tuesday's episode. Yeah, big HP again. This is going to be one of those runs that we have to out tank. We're not going to be able to finesse this or overpower this with stats and damage alone. We're just going to have to just play well. That's another thing that I dislike about Dr. Fetus is that it really does kind of limit your ability to thrive and have more interesting synergies show up because you're stuck to having these bomb shots. It's not quite as overbearing as Epic Fetus is, in my opinion, because at least there are some pretty fun and interesting bomb combos that you can get with Dr. Fetus. And some of those do actually work for Epic Fetus, too. It's just that Dr. Fetus at least fires a tier out immediately that you don't have to wait for. So I preferred, if I had to choose between the two, I prefer Dr. Fetus over Epic Fetus. Very expert way to handle this room here. And the intruder's doing work. Okay, so now we can use the Book of Revelations. I probably should have waited till we lost 2 HP, but it didn't really matter. Now, Black Gate is not what I wanted to see. This is a bad fight for us here at Dr. Fetus. Hoping that we get, honestly, just movement speed at this point is fine. Movement speed or HP I'll take. Shot speed would be okay. But I'd prefer movement speed over anything. Okay, so we got hit once in there. That was my own fault. And we get damage upgrade. I'm not going to poo-poo damage upgrades. Did play some RuneScape on Tuesday's stream. And again, thank you everyone who came out. It was a little bit more of a subtle stream this time around. We didn't have a lot of new memberships or anything like that, but it was still a lot of fun. Caught a hellacious combo with the randomizer and the randomizer run of the day. It was Tainted Maggie that I had to go fight Megastan. What could really screw us? I'm willing to give up 2 hearts only because we have the Book of Revelations. Bloody Gust is fine. And Goathead. Doesn't really screw us, but, you know. Yeah. So at least Bloody Gust will help us with movement speed if we do inevitably hit ourselves or take some kind of damage. We played, yeah, so anyway, so it was Tainted Maggie to Mega Satan, and the challenge, the handicap was that I must take all Devil Deals that don't kill me. Now, if you've ever watched any of my Tainted Maggie runs, or at least know anything about Tainted Maggie, you know that you don't want Devil Deals on her. You've got to maintain that HP as long as possible, that Red Heart HP you get, because obviously the less Red Heart HP that you have, the less healing that you can do, and the less HP that you're going to be able to work with, especially against Mega Satan. And that kind of stuff is amazing to see when the randomizer and the game both line up to troll you, because it was the absolute worst combo that I could have ever thought of when it came to a Tainted Maggie run, especially one that had to go to Mega Satan. So imagine playing Tainted Maggie and being forced to go to every single Devil Deal that existed, and you have to pick them up. Is the only stipulation is that it cannot kill you. That's the only stipulation. So it was rough. We did get there. We did win eventually. My plan was, and this is me just gaming the system, my plan was to just simply not qualify for Devil Deals, for any Devil Deal. I would just deliberately take damage. I'd make sure I had, that was a fancy dodge there, make sure that I had a charge on Yumheart and deliberately take damage against the boss, Red Heart damage, and tank the Devil Deal chance, and then from there we'd be honky-dory. Well, thankfully, Captain Razortail came by and gifted subs and gave me the Eucharist, which would stop all Devil Deals from spawning. Now, some of you may think that that's kind of cheap, but there's no reason why you would not be able to do that. If it goes against the handicap, then hey, look, it appeared in the game. Obviously, this didn't appear naturally in the game, but if the Eucharist did appear naturally, I would have taken it. And what I told chat was, because a couple people were getting uppity about it, what I told chat was that, look, I was going to make sure we didn't get a Devil Deal anyway. Okay? So it's not quite the same as the Eucharist, and the Eucharist ultimately did help us out because we got Star of Bethlehem. But it was still just an absolute mess of a run because we got no damage upgrades at all. It was all HP, which is fine by me, only on Tainted Maggie, but her base damage is so low that if you have no damage upgrades, I think we maybe got the Pact at the end, then we're gonna have a bad time. A double bomb there was from Eye Drops. Now, regular Satan is actually more dangerous and more difficult to fight than Mega Stan in this phase, because there's that delay that you have to wait for the bombs to actually explode and deal damage. How do we take damage there? Oh, okay. Thank you, Cuban Meat. Okay, well, let's just lose all of our HP, I guess. Yeah, that was bad. We'll see if we get some easy levels to get some full charges. And these are all going to be 1 heart Devil Deals because we have Judas' Tongue. I can drop Judas' Tongue to see which one are the 2 hearts. Okay, these 2 over on the left are 2 hearts, so those are the ones that we should gun for here. And the Pack, Speak of the Devil, and Spear of the Night. Yeah, we'll take flying. Now the trick is to holding on to to that HP that we just got. And that's going to be way easier said than done with this damage here, or lack thereof. Okay, flying. The mask blocked 2 of our shots. I think it is worth it for us to go through the chest just to see what possibilities of items we can get. What we don't need to do is be taking damage. Okay, yeah. So the game's gonna troll us with these clown physics rooms here. So we just got to go fight Mega Satan now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because these rooms are absolutely horrible for what we have with Dr. Fetus. I know that we skipped one, so... Yeah, three orange champion Ragman. No, thank you. Okay. Apparently this is not where we went. There's a rainbow champion there. Yellow champions galore. We're just going to start blasting. Jerry card is going to help out. We don't need Juice's tongue anymore, so we might as well take the Locus of Famine. Okay. Dude, these white masks. Where in the hell is our... I don't know how we got skipped so far away via Curse the Maze. We're clearly not going in the right direction. But we only got skipped once. That's what I'm not understanding. How did we get skipped so far away from where we started? Okay. Let's go clear one more room just to get the HP back. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about when I say clown physics rooms here. Fortunately, we don't get a soul heart, so... Alright. Enough of this silliness. Let's do it. We have a chariot card. We know the game plan. All we gotta do is execute. So forgive any of the radio silence here for this fight, because I'm gonna need to concentrate here. I gotta say, again, shout out to the Intruder for really, really helping us here. No way that hit us, dude. Well, the Intruder's out now, but that bottom hitbox, man, I don't know. It's feeding Stanley the bombs here. Intruder's gonna go Yeah, I think we are going to be okay in phase one. Now, the angel statues are going to be a problem. Also, this next phase is also going to be a problem. Thank God we have flying here, so we don't have to worry about Lust's Creep. But the one I'm worried about is the next wave here. After Wrath. Yeah, this one. Thankfully, Gluttony hooked us up a little bit and hit Greed for us, but then we took a double hit from Pride. Now Bloody Lust is fully activated. Didn't know Bloody Gust will increase your tears rate and movement speed as you take damage. I hate that. There we go. All right, phase two. We still have our chariot card. See, the problem is our shot speed isn't fast enough, so I can't sit here and spam this safely while also trying to dodge. The way that's shifting Stanley is also annoying. And also, we can't see our head, thanks to the Intruder. And remember, I don't have normal tears here. Try to do there as much damage as we can. Chariot Car's not going to do much contact, but we didn't need it. Well, we did need it, but we got there. So down goes Stanley, down goes Mega Stanley, and all of them. Cutting it a little close there. We did have a couple ridiculous hits there, but I'll go ahead and take it. So there you go. Ultra Hard defeated. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. Thank you again to everyone who came out to the live stream on Tuesday. And also don't forget that tonight on my Twitch channel are going to be Pokemon breaks and TCG stuff. So make sure you tune in for that. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, everyone. Have a great start to your weekend. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Dummy Boy, Newborn God, and Medic Wolf. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, where you can also earn closed beta status, tester status for the app, the upcoming features.